country in the world, and it is worth fighting for. It is worth bleeding for, and if it takes it, it's worth dying for the greatest country that this world has ever seen.
What up, what up, what up, America? It is Thursday. If you are happy the Lord woke you up this morning, let's get an amen going on in the chat and get the chat blowing up. We got a lot of things to talk about today. Full show. Congresswoman Paulina will be joining us a little later on. We're going to find out what's going on in D.C., in Congress. If you love Anna, let's get some Anna going on in the chat as well. Apparently, Iran has got drones flying around in New Jersey.
Imagine that.
And can we put out a BOLO alert? Can we do that? An Amber alert, perhaps? Where is the president or the vice president of the United States at all? Has anyone seen them in any way, shape, form, or fashion? We need to tell Grok to give us a picture of Joe Biden on a milk carton so we can get to the bottom of this. The president of the United States, who's running the country? These are the questions I have to ask. Also, why are we not shooting these drones down? We know where they're from. We know what they're doing. We're just staring at them, but I digress. Also, President Trump has officially been named Man of the Year by Time Magazine. It's starting to feel a little bit like we're back. It reminds me of that scene of John Wick in the first one where he's getting the crap beat out of him and he's like, everyone keeps asking, am I back? And I haven't really had an answer. But yeah, I'm thinking I'm back. That's how I start to feel, kind of thing. Like I feel like we've just been beaten to death, and it feels a little bit like we are back. We got some updates on Pete Hegseth. We got some updates on Kash Patel, and the list goes on and on. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to hit the share button. The more you do that, the more people see it. Yeah, you would think I wouldn't have to say that anymore, but we do because that's the world that we live in. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to hit the share button so more people can see and hear the truth. Also, thank you guys so much for the kind words of all of the announcements yesterday of this new 2025 Dear America media that we're going to do. I had another great meeting yesterday, and I feel pretty confident in confirming that the sixth show with a guy you've probably seen all over X, Eric Doherty. Doherty, I'm pretty sure that's how you say his name, is going to be joining the lineup for a more in-depth politics show. So we are very knowledgeable about politics, more opinionated. Eric is way smarter than all of us, so he's going to be able to break down policy and all these things. So that's going to be super exciting. So we're going to have Dear America in the morning. We're going to have Eric's show. We're going to have, as I was saying, with me and Tony. I'll introduce Tony in a minute. It's weird I said that and I haven't even introduced him. We're going to have Todd's show. We're going to have Chad's show. And then on Friday, we got King's Council. We went from 1 to 6 starting in 2025. So if you are excited about Dear America Media's lineup in 2025, let's get some flags in the chat. Now, let's introduce everybody that is here in the studio today. Ladies and gentlemen, diabetes butt kicker.
Yes.
He's dang sure not no butt kisser. And he's also now the co-host of As I Was Saying with Graham and Tony. Not Mexican Cartel Tony.
Good morning, everybody. My wife was cracking up yesterday with just seeing your little wheelhouse just go every time you're trying to come up with a name.
I feel
Tony,
like I did better
you got to be
today.
closer to the mic.
Sorry, I was leaning back.
I feel like I did better today.
Yeah, you did. Well, no, it's just you're just always your little wheelhouse is always turning there trying to.
I try to make it a little different every day. And next we've got he has beard, so have no fear. Producer Royce is here.
Good morning, everybody.
You got to come up with something to say, dog.
What? Good morning is bad? What do you want me to say?
You got to fill the space. And of course, everybody's favorite redneck hot seat, Todd, is here.
What's the date? December
Thursday.
the what?
12th.
Yeah, December the 12th, and Biden's
Look at
still
that.
the worst president. Merry
Look
Christmas.
at that little coffee cup that Todd's got. Isn't that just cute?
That's so
That's just
adorable.
Hey man,
That's so
it's
cute.
it's hot tea, coffee, and cough drop. I'm trying to not hack up on the mic
Nah,
here.
I'm not. We're just saying that cup is very, very festive.
This the
Somebody,
closest one.
somebody
I could reach.
literally just commented and said the Rumble app's terrible. You can't comment.
Oh my God.
I love it. I love it. All right, we're starting off with a bang today, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. I was going to say something. Oh, tomorrow, real quick. Tomorrow, there will be a Friday episode tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow, we've got some pre-filmed stuff for you guys next week that is going to come out. We think you guys are going to have a good time. We're going to have the most heated debate of all time is Die Hard a Christmas movie? Comment yes or
it
no.
is.
Your thoughts in the chat right now. We're going to have a Christmas episode for you guys. And we're also going to have a New Year's episode for you guys. Not on New Year's Eve because none of y'all will watch it. It's going to air next week. Did you just fart, Todd?
No, I said.
Oh, you farted with your mouth. Anyway,
It sure sounded like it.
Fart time.
he had a mark.
To all the ones
a mouth
listening
fart.
on audio, that's probably hilarious.
You're welcome. You know, I'll
Right,
be here all
anyway.
day. I'll be here
People
all day.
listening on audio do not believe that was not a fart. First
Yep.
of all, okay. Well, either
Okay.
way, we do, back to the point. Tomorrow we will have an episode live for you tomorrow at 9 a.m. same time. But that is our last episode actually here live with you. We've got 2 pre-filmed episodes that we really think you guys are going to enjoy. They're going to launch next week. And then a New Year's, which is really going to go in depth about everything and every possibility of everything that we're looking forward to in 2025. We're very excited about it. So tomorrow, show up loud, proud, ready to go because it's the last actual live episode of Dear America for the year,
Oh,
which
hey.
is crazy to think
I just
about.
realized tomorrow might be my last show here on Dear America. Unless you
That
guys-
is true.
Yeah, unless you guys
Technically, tomorrow is Tony's last show on Dear America before he makes the shift over to As I Was Saying.
I mean,
which
unless
is
I got to cover for you guys every now and then.
a total regime change. And
Yep.
there he goes. Now he's trying to get back on Dear America just like that.
You guys got to
unless
show
you-
up and send me off with a bang.
Unless,
Man, the
unless
chat
we
is
need him.
already pissing me off with this Die Hard stuff. Y'all are already pissing me
Hey,
off.
just so you know, me and Todd are mortal enemies with this stuff. Is
Yes,
Die
we
Hard a
are.
Christmas movie? Comment yes or no in the chat
and
right
it is
now.
a good thing that
No,
he
no,
is-
don't give it away. Don't
No,
give
I
it
was
away.
listening
No,
to say
I don't want
this
them
is
to
how
know.
mortal we are because it's a good thing we're in different states because this argument would end in gunfire if we were in the same studio.
Look, I see a lot of you guys. Look, we love you guys too. I see a lot of you. What am I supposed to do for the rest of the year? Look, man, hey, as the boss of all this stuff, everybody needs a break, man. Like it's the holiday. This is our time we take off to kind of recharge. It's been a heck of a year, guys. It's been a good ending to the year. We won this freaking thing, but dude, we need a little bit of a break and a recharge for 2025. So we love you guys too, but we're people just like you are. All right, let's get into our first sponsor, which is Wellness Company. Ladies and gentlemen, we all know that you're all getting sick. Todd's literally sick right now. He may have cancer, the plague. We don't know. It's
See,
pretty
if
rough,
I do,
whatever it
you're
is.
gonna feel horrible.
No, I won't. You need to get a wellness kit is what you need.
That's not
What
gonna
if it's-
cure cancer.
What if it's long COVID? Either way, twc.health/Graham. You need to prepare for the holiday sickies because we all know everybody gets sick on holidays because you're forced to be in a room with your gross family all the time. Go to twc.health/Graham right now and get your medical kits, your contagion kit, your ivermectin, your antibiotics, your Z-Pack, your amoxicillin, and the list goes on and on. Promo code Graham is going to save you $30 plus free shipping. So what are you waiting for? Get your emergency medical contagion kit, first aid kit, travel emergency kit, kids emergency kit, and the list goes on and on. You've even got a field emergency kit now. Go to twc.health/Graham, promo code Graham right now. All right. Who wants to see the Cry Libs Cry video of the day? If you want to see the
Man,
Cry
this
Libs
one's
Cry,
bad.
we need to get some CLCs going in the chat right
This one's
now.
bad.
I have not seen this one yet. They purposefully do not show this to me because they want to see my reaction. So if you want to see the Cry Libs Cry video of the day, that's not enough, chat. We're going to have to wake up. We got to do better than that. Let's get some
Come on,
CLCs blowing up in the chat right now. 3, 2, 1, take off. Go, 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 go,
There
go.
it goes.
CLCs.
There
I
it
love
goes.
it. I
All right.
love it.
Proud of
CLCs
y'all.
in the chat all day.
All right,
Okay,
dude.
let's play the CLC video.
Okay,
of the
first
day.
off, we need to get your reaction just to the thumbnail of this
The
video.
thumbnail? Okay, the
Yeah,
Yeah, just
thumbnail.
there it is.
My first reaction is this is a man transforming mid-transform into a giraffe. That's my...
Yeah.
Or a
And for-
pterodactyl, perhaps.
For context, we
Also,
can get
the
this pretty
arm
quick.
the arm length ratio is off. Something is
And-
wrong. So he's had
Look
that.
at-
He's
got a
had that.
bicep. What do you mean? Look at.
That is not a bicep, dude.
Well, he's
that,
got,
his bicep's
that's more
as
than
big as
most
my
women
wrist.
have.
That's not a bicep.
Most people's shoulder to joint is not as long, if not longer, than their joint to hand.
Yeah,
and so something
in
is wrong.
pre-show, just to explain to you, Royce, I referred to him as a knuckle dragger. That is somebody who stands up and their knuckles drag the ground.
All right,
That's what
people
he
want to
is.
see the CLC video, so we're watching this
Do
the first
they?
time together, ladies and gentlemen. And if it's super bad, remember Royce put this in here. Here we
Yep,
go.
It's all Royce's fault.
So dry. This winter dryness is not it, especially when I have so many holiday looks to pull off. Thankfully, I know just the thing,
I wonder when he crossed his leg.
and it's in stock nearby. Hydrated skin is a gift to
Pause.
everyone.
He looks like
No
that
rep.
person that walks up to the LA Laker girls and flashes them. You know what I'm talking about? The trench coat and like, hey,
Yeah.
Laker girls. Ah! Okay, keep it going.
Being needed. Happy
That is the
holidays to
boxer
me.
from the Olympics.
Happy holidays to me.
Thanks, Google. Appreciate the
First of
nightmares.
all, anybody that says happy holidays, I do not respect you as a
None.
human or as a person.
True
Is
fact.
it happy holidays or is it Merry freaking Christmas? In the chat, I'm curious what the lady boy got wrong there. It's Merry freaking Christmas, you filthy animals.
Pretty sure
Well,
the
the
lady
reason
boy
why-
got every single thing wrong in that video.
Everything.
including
Well, he is a
themselves.
lady boy, which is wrong in
Exactly.
itself. It's a lady boy.
The reason why he said Happy Holidays and not Merry Christmas because he would have to
Say
actually
Christ.
admit Christ.
Yeah.
Out
He
of
might
his
catch
mouth.
on
and,
fire.
yeah, Legion would come out and across the board. You're welcome. Google still don't get it. Google hadn't caught up yet. But ironically, Mark Zuckerberg is really trying to do on like a redemption arc. I don't know what's going on. Mark Zuckerberg donates $1 million to Trump's inaugural fund. After a turbulent history of threats and suspensions, Meta's Zuckerberg is carefully courting Trump 2.0. Beyond the $1 million inaugural donation, he's given the president-elect private demos of Meta's smart glasses and hosted a strategy sessions with incoming White House officials at Mar-a-Lago. He's not alone. Even longtime Trump critic Jeff Bezos has changed his tune, calling Trump calmer and more confident this time around. With Republicans set to control Washington and eyeing tech regulation, Silicon Valley's power players are adjusting their stance. Amazing what a little political reality can do to change your mind.
picture's epic.
And here's a picture of Mark Zuckerberg wanting to be friends with Trump like Elon Musk
that
is.
picture.
Comment in the chat. Do we trust Elon Musk? Do we think that Facebook or Instagram is going to become a safe haven for
You
free
mean Mark
speech?
Zuckerberg.
What did I say?
Elon Musk.
Oh, sorry. Do we trust Mark Zuckerberg? Sorry.
Not as far as I can throw him.
He has said that he wants to make meta platforms like X a place for freedom of speech. That's what he said. So far, I still can't go live on Instagram until January 5th.
Really?
So
What'd you do?
nothing. I didn't do anything. I've been on. I got in trouble right before the election, like I do every presidential election.
Wow.
So it runs out January 5th. So far, I haven't seen any change whatsoever. But here's what I will say. If he does open up the floodgates, I don't believe it will last forever, but we're going to use it to the best of our abilities to push this show to as many people as possible until the communist comes back out in him across the board. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. Also, Elon Musk is feeling it from joining the conservative side. Elon Musk is the first person to now reach $400 billion in net worth, and he is on track to become the world's first trillionaire by 2026. Apparently it pays to be on the winning side. I don't know. It's
400
amazing
billion is just I mean, it's too much, man. It's so much money.
I also read a
I know
report.
most of it's in assets and stuff, but holy cow.
Well, yeah. I mean, no one's got $400 billion sitting in the bank.
But how much do you think he has in the bank, though? How much do you think he's got in the bank? He's got
$500 million.
Nah, he's
Still,
gotta have
man,
more than that.
Just in pure cash, he's probably got $500 million in
Come on, man. That's what I have under my mattress. He's got to have more than that.
Dude, at a certain level, it becomes a liability and a safety issue to just have so much money in a bank account. You know what I'm
Give him
saying?
a call.
Like,
I just want one. Just one.
like, if I were him, I'd have. See, but you can't put that much cash in where you live either, because I mean, you know what I'm saying? And so yeah, I'd say he probably got about $500 million in cash in his bank accounts. But either way, all right, moving on. Speaking of people that have had bad days, Rachel Maddow is down 43% of her viewers since Trump won. Rachel Maddow's audience has vanished faster than her nightly airtime, vanished faster than her womanhood after college. Once MSNBC's top star, her show now averages just 1.4 million viewers total, down 43% since Trump defeated Kamala. Among key viewers aged 25 to 54, the drop is even worse, a brutal 56% decline. Critics say Maddow's $25 million set. They pay this chick $25 million. $25 million.
And that's after they cut her by $5 million, right? She was making 30, I believe.
Yeah, the guy on Facebook that said Graham Allen's lazy. I mean, dang, if I sucked that bad, shouldn't I be making $25 million?
That's what I'm saying.
Rachel Maddow sucks. She makes $25 million just to suck. Can we do that?
This says 1.4 million viewers, and to most of you, you're probably like, oh, that's still a lot of views, though. Like, maybe it's down or whatever, but it's still a lot of... Most of those views are coming from airports and DMVs and random restaurants. Nobody's watching it. It's just on. The amount of people that actually sit down and turn on MSNBC, specifically Rachel Maddow, I mean... couldn't be in the tens of thousands, I don't think.
No. Rachel Maddow sucks. We are the media now. You, the people, are the media now across the board. We just need Mark Zuckerberg to get his face out of his bone butt and open his algorithm back up is what we need to have happen. But
Yeah, can you imagine if Facebook was like Rumble and they just let you post whatever you want?
Dude,
I mean, that's free media. That's
4 years ago, I would do a Facebook Live and I'd have 10 to 15,000 people watching live.
wow.
Now we have 212. And we love you 212 on Facebook that are joining live. But that's how much Facebook has cranked the algorithm down. From going live to 15,000 live viewers to 212 on Facebook. So what I'm saying is, even though he has his own back-end alley reasons to do it, if Facebook opens the door back up, sky's the limit, man. You know,
but
And her
Facebook-
viewership's going to drop even more.
But Facebook picks and choose who they do it to, right? It's just the conservatives that they do it to, correct?
Correct. And that's the main thing. All right, let's get into our next sponsor, ladies and gentlemen. We ask you to text the word Graham. That's GRAHAM to 989898 right now. You guys ask us all the time, how can you support us? You can support us by supporting the sponsors that have the balls to support this show. And that's our friends over at Birch Gold. All you got to do is send a text. That's it. It's free, doesn't cost you anything. Send the word Graham, that's GRAHAM, to 989898. Our friends at Birch Gold are going to contact you to send you a free 25-page information kit on how potentially gold, silver, and precious metals can protect your money in an unstable economy and a hostile world. Free information is vital information, ladies and gentlemen. So please, maybe it's right for you, maybe it's not. But in my opinion, what's it hurt to get some free information? And you're also helping us out on this show by keeping us a show that's uncancelable in that regard. So please consider texting the word Graham. You can do it right now while watching the show. You don't even have to stop watching. Text the word Graham to 989898 right now. All right, we got more Pete Hegseth drama. First of all, actually, we got Pete Hegseth being a baller. So let's show Pete Hegseth being a baller. First of all, before we do this, if you stand with Pete being Secretary of Defense, let's get the word Pete going in the chat right now. This is CNN reporter asking Pete Hegseth how he's feeling today, and he just hits him with a little bit of freedom. Let's play it.
What do you hope to talk to Senator Collins about today? What do you hope to talk to Senator Collins about today?
This is how we're feeling today, right here.
That is beautiful.
Do you
Can we
feel
pause it
confident
and go
that you're
back
going
to
to get
that
to a
real
conference?
quick?
So
Can we
beautiful.
pause it and go back to just when he opens up the cape? There we go. Right. Boom.
The cape.
That's America, baby. That is the man that we need as Secretary of Defense
Yes, sir.
across the board. The end. We're going to get to it in a little bit. We got freaking drones from Iran just hovering over New Jersey, and nobody's doing a dang thing about it. That is what you want as the Secretary of Defense.
Not to make it weird, but it's another like weird flashing situation that this looks like.
I don't
Hey,
care.
man,
if
you
feel
can
today.
flash the
that
American
at me,
flag all day,
whatever.
baby. Look
Graham,
at people in the
flash
chat.
that.
Pete,
Graham,
let's go.
I know you know Pete, and
Yep.
obviously I don't, but he is a good-looking dude walking down. Look at him. He's just confident. Obviously I'm married.
He's a very
It's like-
attractive man.
He is
Let's just
attractive.
call it what it
But
is.
Can you imagine him and Trump standing there? If somebody were to mess with the U.S., just standing there together, it's like, you do something, we're gonna drop the hammer on you.
Dude,
He is so confident walking down the
get
street.
Pete, when he is confirmed, he needs to have a legit American flag cape. And if people start talking crap and trying to provoke the United States, and Pete gives a speech, he just needs to put that American flag cape on, basically stand in the Superman pose, and just be like, "We will kill you.
Yeah, exactly.
We will kill all of you." He'll
All
look
of
like,
you.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
not-
like
yeah,
a-
Homelander. He has the American
a
flag
good
cape.
version of Homelander. All right,
Yeah,
let's
true,
not,
true.
Homelander may have been a bad, comparison there, but a good
awesome.
version of that. All right, so we've got another scandal with Pete Hegseth, and we got to talk about this. So this was the first report. Well, let's go down. Down. Okay, so what happened was, Pete Hegseth said that he was accepted into West Point but didn't attend. This person said they asked West Point Public Affairs, which told them twice on the record that he hadn't even applied there. Okay, so let's not go any further. Let's stop it right there. So, journalists reached out to West Point and said, hey, Pete Hegseth said that he got into West Point, but he didn't go. Can you confirm or deny that Pete Hegseth got accepted into West Point? West Point then says those times that no, we have no record of him even applying here. So Pete Hegseth finds out about this, and he presents some facts here with the actual acceptance letter, and we're going to read it here just for all of y'all. Let's click on this. All right, so let's blow this up a little bit for me here. So this is the Office of the Superintendent, United States Military Academy, January 5th, 1999. To Peter Brian Hegseth. Dear Peter, on behalf of the President and Secretary of the Army, I am pleased to announce the United States Military Academy has accepted you for admission, contingent upon continuation of your excellent record and your medical and dental qualifications at the time of enrollment. Congratulations. Your appointment to the class of 2003 is an admirable accomplishment in itself. In gaining admission, you have demonstrated an exceptional potential for future service to your country and fellow citizens. West Point's education and training programs will give you the opportunity to develop the potential, that potential fully. And then he's even got a little like certificate here. Let's look at that. It's the next thing.
Yep.
Look at this. The United States Military Academy offer of admission.
Nice little West
Peter
Point seal right
Brian Hegseth with the West Point seal and a signature of the class of 2023. Now, here's the real scandal. Now we can go back to the Libs of TikTok thing, and I want to read the thing. The real scandal is not, oh, Pete Hegseth lied about, no, he didn't. No, he was accepted and he didn't go, which kumbaya, nobody cares. The real scandal is this. The real scandal is the fact that West Point lied and said Hegseth hadn't even applied when a journalist reached out asking about Pete Hegseth acceptance. We have military academies, military personnel that are blatantly lying to try to start some kind of smear campaign about the incoming appointed nominee for Secretary of Defense. Our military is broken, ladies and gentlemen. It is broken. Honor, integrity, all those things that the military is supposed to stand for. The West Point Academy is openly lying just because they don't want Pete Hegseth to be the Secretary of Defense, which is the exact reason that it can only be Pete. Only Pete for Secretary of Defense, because he needs to go in there and every single person at West Point right now, fired. Every one of you. Bye. See you later. I know many non-woke, recently retired generals that would love to go be instructors and hard chargers over there at the West Point Military Academy, because we don't need these liberal, weak-spined liars in our military training our future officers and leaders. See, you want to know why our leadership sucks? Because the people that are training them are a bunch of liars.
Liars.
Yes.
And they
What, Tony? What? I saw you say something.
I was going to say.
Nice to hear you, Rose, too. Just 1 second.
This is a pretty big deal that he kept the letter. Because, my daughters, when they got accepted to colleges, and I can't be 100% sure, my wife might say that I'm a total, liar.
She probably will.
But I don't think they kept every single letter of acceptance. My daughter, my youngest one, just for example, she goes to Anderson University, but she got accepted to Georgia, Clemson, but she chose the smaller. I don't think she kept any of those letters. I mean, why would she? The point that he kept this is
it's because it's so rare.
Yeah.
It's so rare to get accepted. Like, you got to have a
exactly.
congressman sign off, a senator sign off, all this other
Yes.
thing. So, I probably would have kept it.
Yeah. At
but
least a
anyway,
Why did he? If it's such a rare thing, I get why you'd keep it. But why would he not go?
There's a lot of people that don't. Believe it or not, my baby sister got invited to West Point out of basic training, and she turned it down.
Well, I mean, look at it like this. West Point is college plus boot camp.
Yes, it's
Some
2
people
years
probably
of
don't
boot
wanna
camp,
do that.
basically.
Yeah.
Like watch the movie Annapolis. It's pretty accurate.
Yeah, and then I think it's a mandatory 6 years that you have to serve as an active
Something
duty
like that,
officer
yeah.
or something like that. I don't know. I didn't go to West Point, but
The
my point is,
only benefit of graduating from like West Point, the Citadel, Annapolis, you're pretty much guaranteed a star. Like a general, you're pretty much guaranteed at least a star. And he probably, he was in the Guard, wasn't he? Like, he was in the Guard, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, Pete probably wanted to go to
so no. That's a good thing. So Pete ended up going into the National Guard. I don't know, but I want to say West Point is a direct commission into active duty. I mean, and so I don't know.
You can go both.
You can go guard
both.
from West
Yeah.
Point?
Yes, you can go both.
Interesting.
Yeah, Rubel West, Lieutenant Colonel, retired West Point graduate.
All right.
Here
That's
in-
my point. I didn't go to West Point. I didn't go to
Don't be
college.
either.
I could care less.
I didn't even
And so,
apply. I wouldn't go into
Anyway, the point is the scandal is yet another debunked thing of a lie against Pete Hegseth. This is why it can only be Pete for Secretary of Defense. Ladies and gentlemen, our military is broken. I don't care if it was a civilian contractor working. I don't care what it is. From the top down, all the way to our military academies, we are doing nothing but creating and molding new military servicemen and women that are pieces of garbage, that do not understand loyalty, they do not understand integrity, they do not understand courage, they do not understand earning what you get. They don't understand it. They don't get it, and they are a cancer to our American military, and it must be eradicated. And there's only one man for the job, and that's Pete Hegseth.
And this is why, like you said, Graham, this is why it has to be him, because you change the face of these academies throughout the country. That's getting them the future leaders of the DOD early. I mean, super early. And you're either going to get them in a good way or a bad way. So if we change the face of these academies and Pete goes in there and he just completely revamps this thing and gets this woke ideology out of these academies, then you're going to see 4 to 6 years from now, the future leaders of the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine Corps, and all that stuff, you're going to see the face of the entire DOD change. So this has to happen now.
Instead of let me see your war faces, let me see your woke face. Let me see
exactly.
it, kind of thing. Yeah, exactly. And so anyway, all right, that's why it's got to be Pete. You cannot let off the gas, ladies and gentlemen. We have to push for Pete
Right
Hegseth.
now.
And we're going to get some insider info from Congresswoman Paulina Luna here in a little while. It literally, when she pops on, we'll probably have to stop what we're talking about and go right to her. But yeah, so she'll be joining us a little later on in the show. Supposed to, unless something big goes on. But a senator who I like to call, Uncle Fester, a unemployed car mechanic from time to time, John Fetterman has decided to join Truth Social. In an act of a bit of trolling on his own, Senator John Fetterman makes his first post to Truth Social, slams the weaponization of the justice system against Trump. Will Fetterman be the next senator to switch parties? Let's read what John Fetterman actually said here. Let's see. My first truth. The Trump hush money and Hunter Biden cases were both BS, and pardons are appropriate. So, no, I don't agree with what the guy up top said. This was not Fetterman going full red pill here. This is him. This is him. This is the new thing that leftists are going to try to do. We already know that leftists are trying to move from all the way over here left broke. They're trying to go to about a 45-degree angle back towards the middle. That's what this is. John Fetterman's trying to seem like the reasonable Democrat is what he's trying to do here. He's like, so, and then, yeah, this is the guy who's trying to seem like the rational.
He just looks so funny, man. I don't know. The
Look,
dude's just
He looks like that
Frankenstein.
uncle that everybody avoids at Thanksgiving.
The Democrats have already said, their top strategy people have already said that they have to go less woke. They have to, or they'll never win another election. So you're going to start to see this more and more and more by what could be deemed as the new changing of the guard, senators and congresswomen and men and things like this. You see AOC. She still lets out her crazy every once in a while, but AOC is starting to say things like, we need authentic people, not fake people. Obvious shot against Kamala Harris. Now you got John Fetterman coming out and saying, look, at the end of the day, both these cases were bull crap, even though he knows full well that the Hunter Biden one was real and the Trump one was fake. But he can't come out and just say, Hunter Biden absolutely shouldn't have been pardoned and Trump should be pardoned. He's trying to bring his scale back to a little bit closer to center. Like, that's what he's trying to do. We cannot fall for these traps of these people because that's what they're going to be doing for the next year, next 14 months. You're going to see this kind of stuff because their plan is to try to take back the House and the Senate in 2026.
Yeah,
and
but
the way
don't
they
you
do
think-
that, go ahead.
Don't you think that his little truth right there is only half truth? Like, we know that the Trump hush money thing was BS, but
Well, that's what I mean.
the
He
Hunter
can't
Biden case being BS?
He's
Well,
swinging to both sides.
That's what
he's
I'm
doing.
saying. Like, yeah, he's playing both sides at this
Right.
point because he's trying to win some moderate. He's trying to win those center left, center right people because that determined this past election, right? The center right people went Trump, and enough center left people went Trump. The Democrats now are going to try to get those center left people back. And the way they do that is they got to back off the crazy a little bit. And they got to be like, hey, we want peace in this country. Hey, we can agree to disagree. Like these are going to be the things that you're going to hear from the new generation Democrats. Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer, the old guard, or as it is, they're going to remain insane. Okay, Bernie Sanders has already said this is going to be his last one now. The dude will be freaking 90 years old by the time his term is up. The fact that we have people
right now.
that will be freaking 90
Yeah.
by the time they're done. I want you to think of your mama and papa right now and think to yourself, should they be an acting senator? No, is the answer.
We're at the point where it's like, how dare we not have term limits?
Yeah, Mitch
Like, how dare
McConnell
we,
is having to
dude?
get rolled around like a freaking
shame on
Did you-
everybody who's shutting
Yeah.
that down because it's elder abuse, really.
Did you see that clip that I sent it? He's
that
standing
wasn't
in front
real.
of the podium.
Like,
Yeah.
that
was
wasn't
it?
real.
No, but he's been beat to crap. 'cause
Oh
he-
yeah.
He
Fell.
has been.
Look, when you are so old that a fall, even a moderate trip,
Breaks your
can
hip.
wreck your whole life,
Yeah.
you are too old to be an acting member of Congress. The end. You know how you don't want your grandma who's 87 years old to fall down because she'd be in the hospital for 3 weeks?
For
That's
real,
where
right?
so many of these people are.
You think Mitch McConnell has a life alert?
1,000,000% he does. And he's got some 22-year-old
actually-
Asking
staffer
for a
wheeling
friend.
him around.
Absolutely.
We actually
Ty.
have
It's
live
called Secret
footage.
Service.
We have live footage of Mitch McConnell falling. This is
Yeah.
exactly what
There it is.
we believe it looked like.
I'm telling you, he has a life alert bracelet.
Hey,
I'm
hey,
telling
just
you.
type in Mitch McConnell right now and find the picture of the staffer having to push him
Hit the
around.
button.
The
Like-
staffer having to push him.
Yeah, just type in Mitch McConnell, and I promise you it'll pop up. This is where we are. Like these old farts that have been around. They're freaking Dracula's step cousin or whatever it may
For
be
real.
through here. They have like their soul to the devil. The juice is starting to wear out. Let's see. All right, what do we got here? Oh, I don't want to get to that yet. I want to find Mitch McConnell getting rolled around like a geriatric patient here.
God said, let
Well,
there be light, and Mitch
Anna
McConnell.
Paulina Luna is ready to go if we want to go.
Oh, Anna's here. All right,
Hey,
ladies and
all right.
gentlemen. Without further ado, I want to see Anna blowing up in the chat. I want her to feel the most love ever. Ladies and gentlemen, my good friend, Congresswoman Anna Paulina Luna is here joining us. There she is. Anna, how's it going?
Hey, Graham. We're about to fly back home, so I'm just happy that I get to go
Hey.
to Florida.
Awesome. All right, look, we know your time is valuable. I want to talk to you a little bit. The audience, they love you. You're blowing up in the chat right now across the board. We won a major battle in November, right? And I keep telling everybody the war is far from over. We're seeing what's going on, the attacks against Pete Hegseth. Congratulations to Matt Gaetz, by the way, on his new show. Have you talked to Matt lately?
Yeah, I was actually just with him a couple of days ago. There's this really cool place in Washington. It's a conservative-owned restaurant and bar called Buttersworth.
Yeah.
And so Bannon had his event there for the War Room, and so Gates was there, and he's going to do some cool stuff. So we're very happy. We'll be going on his show a lot.
Yeah, I talked to him yesterday, and he asked if I'd come on the show, and I was like, absolutely, I'll go on the show. And I was like, do I have to dress up, or can I look like this? And anyway, all right, I want to talk to you about this. We won a major battle in November, but I think we all can agree that the war is far from over. Mm-hmm. We've got a lot of, I'll use my words, we've got a lot of people that need to be replaced in Congress right now. What are the challenges that we're still facing? We're telling our audience every day to at their congressmen and women, at their senators all the time, keep the pressure on them to uphold the mandate that the American people gave them. What are we actually facing in Congress right now?
Well, so first of all, there's a massive age gap with a lot of members and then members like myself. And so I always remind people that the founding fathers were not, in their 80s and almost 90 years old. They were in their 30s and 40s. And that does make a difference because Washington being up here, there's a lot of pressure. The travel is pretty grueling. A lot of people might think it's glamorous, but it's actually a pretty tough job, especially if you have a family. So if you're younger, it's just easier to do. So I think that that's the first thing. But the second thing really is, you have people that would consider themselves institutionalists, but really what they are is they're obstructionists for President Trump's agenda. So in 2016, when we had the House, the Senate, and the White House, the reason why President Trump wasn't able to follow through on a lot of what he wanted to do is because it was our own Republican Party in the House that was blocking him. And so back in January of last year, a lot of us, 20 of us, came together and changed the Rules Committee to put conservatives on it. They're the committee that really funnels all the legislation to the House floor in the entire United States of America. So it's a committee of about 20 plus people that control everything. And there was not one conservative or really hardcore Republican on there. And so we changed that. But really what I think is going to happen is, people are going to have to make their voices heard. So we heard that in November. Obviously, Trump didn't just win the Electoral College. He won the popular vote, which hasn't been done in a very long time. And he really dragged a lot of these members of Congress and Senate over because, frankly, I don't think some of them would have gotten elected. They're not exactly cool. They're not exactly engaging.
Yeah.
But, really right now we have to stick together and push forward his agenda. So If your member of Congress or Senate is not doing what the America First agenda is, you should make your voice known. Now, last time I did that, they said that I was being a bully. And so I said, last time I checked, you listening to your constituents is not me being a bully. It's just you
Correct.
doing your job. And I had that conversation.
Well, is that a general thing? I'm curious because obviously me and you have known each other a long time, and we agree very, very much on the sense of I think it is insanity that we have members of Congress and the Senate that would say that their constituents telling them what they want them to do is bullying. And we've had quotes from member of Congress say, we're not going to be intimidated by social media trolls and things like that. Is it a dangerous precedent when senators and congressmen and women believe that they know better than the people that they're supposed to be representing?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'll use this as an example. On the Schiff censure, for example, there were people that did not want to vote to censure Adam Schiff because they felt that they were being bullied. But when you really look at it, look at what Adam Schiff did, right? He lied. He was responsible for people having their constitutional rights violated. He cost American taxpayers over $16 million on a lie that basically was responsible for the first impeachment of President Trump. Does that guy even deserve to be in office? No. So why would members of Congress on our side protect him? You can look at the same thing for Merrick Garland. Merrick Garland violated the law. He obviously was the acting attorney general that is, in my opinion, corrupt. And you had members of Congress that were going to protect him, and that's unacceptable. And so, what I'm finding is, you have people like myself who are not from Washington. I'm not going to do this long term, but you come in and you're saying, okay, I'm actually going to do what I said I was going to do on the campaign trail. Mm-hmm. And then, we win by 10 points. We have support and trust from our constituents. Then you have other members of Congress who can barely win and need President Trump's help because they don't do the right thing. So those are the members of Congress that I'm talking about, the ones that come up here. They don't listen to their voters and then ultimately turn around and rely on the president to get them elected, yet they'll work against his agenda. And so those are the ones that need to be handled respectfully. But, you have people also like Vivek and Elon Musk who are saying that they might have a naughty and nice list for members of Congress in regards to how they're voting on the government debt. And so, it's really nice to see everyone on board with the DOGE agenda, but let's be honest, look at their voting record. A majority of them voted for massive debt, massive increase.
Yeah.
So, lip service, yeah, he's the richest man in the world. They're all kissing his ass, but, I want to get some change done up here. So,
yeah, we definitely have a lot of fight left to do. Just because President Trump swears in on January 20th doesn't mean all the problems go away instantly. And we, the people, have a lot of work to help you and people like you in Congress out as much as possible. I may or may not have given out Senator Ernst's office number during a certain time frame and things like that. Real quick, I know your time's valuable. There are still a lot of rumors. You're a congresswoman from Florida. There's a lot of people in Florida potentially floating around for some things right now. If you were a betting woman, do you think that a Senator Trump might be a real thing that might be happening soon?
Yeah, so what I'm hearing is it's between Laura and one other person. I've obviously been a huge fan of Laura being a senator for Florida. Look, whoever is appointed, if it's not Laura, guess what? They're not going to get a second term because you know what? Trump's going to endorse Laura and she's going to run and win when that seat becomes open. So that's just the facts. I don't know if people will argue with me on that, but most of Florida wants Laura. So I don't understand why anyone would try to argue against that fact. And then, the argument this is, well, she hasn't proved herself. What the hell do you mean she hasn't proved herself?
What?
She literally took over the RNC, fought voter fraud, is completely poised when it comes to sharing the messaging. Way better messaging than some of the representation in the current Senate, if you want to talk about what's wrong over there. So yeah, she's absolutely qualified for that position. So I hope that it's her. I hope that we can avoid a brutal primary with whoever might get it instead of her. Just save us all some money and time. And
I think if they make a major mistake and it's not her, I don't even think it's going to be that brutal of a primary because I think if she runs for it in 26, I think it's going to be. I think she's going to dominate whoever. One last thing, and I know you got to go. There's also some rumors swirling around that a potential former Secret Service agent might be in the running for director of Secret Service. We all know Secret Service has got some stuff going on. If you were what do you think? Do you think, let me say it like this. Do you think that the Secret Service would benefit from a Dan Bongino taking over director of the Secret Service?
1,000%. The Secret Service would benefit to Dan Bongino being the new director as the FBI would with Kash Patel being the new director. So, I mean, that's like a solid pickup. You know, a lot of people don't realize, though, again, when you're talking about obstructionists, specifically within these agencies, the directors and the undersecretaries and the secretaries in general are going to have to weed out and flush a lot of the BS. And remember, they used COVID. A lot of people are forgetting about COVID. They used COVID as a way to force out a lot of people that had objections to government overreach. And so now a lot of the people that are in those positions were the ones that stayed after being forced to take the vaccinations. You know, there's a fact that a majority of people that didn't take the vaccine that's what you're seeing. That's what we have and what we're up against. But, when it comes time for President Trump to swear in January, I hope he has a fat stack of I joke up here, but people say, how's it going when I'm talking to members in the hall? And I said, well, it's another day, another inflated dollar. And they laugh. But I was like, this is not funny. So,
Yeah, well, we're all in the fight with you. Anna, real quick, where can people go to support you, see what you got going on? You are obviously a close friend, but, man, you are one of the real ones up there in D.C. Where can people go to support you?
Yeah, a lot of people don't know. I've known Graham for, 7 years? 6 years?
Yeah, long time, yeah.
Yeah, it was like first campaign, second campaign. So we're tight with Graham and his family. And congratulations, too, on the baby girl. She's amazing.
Yeah,
totally
thank you.
Yeah. I don't know if you know this, but Andy was adopted. But anyways, you can find me on my social
I didn't know that. That's so crazy. I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah, so Andy, real quick, my husband Andy and his twin brother were adopted out. And so a lot of people don't know that, but that's kind of why we share a position that we do on especially the topics of life and also to adoption. So,
wow.
But yeah, you can follow me at Real Anna Paulina on X profiles, on Instagram, all over the place. And I actually got to get your guys' address so I can send you guys a signed copy.
Okay. Yeah. Sounds great. I won't give that to you here, but I'll text it to you.
Go ahead. Put it in the chat.
All right, Anna, thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen in the chat, everybody give Anna some American flags in the chat. Thank you so much, Anna. We'll talk to you soon.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Man, she's great, man.
That's
she's
so
one
cool.
of the real ones across
cool.
the board, and she's one of the ones that is actually doing the fight. So they're watching this right now. Everybody give some American flags in the chat right now for our
when me and you were in the uniform, you can't, being in Congress, being in Senate, it's service. It's service to the country, just like wearing a uniform.
Yep.
Well, you can't wear the uniform past 60 years old.
Correct. Yeah.
Why in the hell can you be a congressperson past?
Well, some of
60?
the fight you see in Anna is the fact she was in the military.
Yeah,
and
that's what I'm
like
saying.
That. And
what's the difference here?
We are better with people like her in Congress.
It's just amazing seeing the contrast there of a politician like Anna and a politician like Mitch McConnell, who's falling over when he tries to stand up.
I didn't want to butt in, but I wanted to ask about Hunter Biden. Now that he's pardoned, is Congress going to keep going after him? And if
they're going to have to find. She only had so much time today. I mean, I could talk to Anna for an hour, kind of thing. But they're going to have to find something new to bring to the table. Maybe because the pardon says anything. Anything. So they would have to find something past, December 2024. So it'd have to be something he'll have to do something else. All right, real quick, let's go ahead and get into our last sponsor, and then we got to talk about is the world shifting a bit? It starts to feel that way. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask you to dig deep in your pockets. We believe in life, as you just heard Anna talk about. We're an adoptive family. Her husband, Andy, I didn't know that. I've known Andy for a while. I did not know Andy was an adopted child as well. We believe fundamentally in life on this show. And we've partnered with Preborn. You can go to preborn.com/Graham. And for just $28, one gift of $28, you can save a life. Mothers who are on hard times, it is known in the fight for life that the second a mother sees her miracle baby growing inside of her womb in an ultrasound, she is 87% less likely to terminate that pregnancy. And that's what we're all about here. So we're asking everyone to go to preborn.com/Graham right now. You can donate any amount, but $28 is literally, that's it. That's it. That's you getting a large number one plus a cookie plus tax at Chick-fil-A. Let's be honest in today's economy. All right. You can save a life. $28 right there. You can go to preborn.com/Graham and save a life today. All right. Really quick.
Real quick, Graham, before you move on with Preborn, the other day when I donated, I was already going to donate anyways, but there's so many powerful testimonies on there that you guys can read through, and they are a great organization to just save a life of a baby. I mean, that's one of those partnerships that we've partnered with here that, you know, it really hits home for people, you know, because this is an extended family that we have going on here with the chat and with everybody here. And it's just an awesome organization. I just have to share that because the testimonies on there are just great.
Yep. No, I agree, man. It's a great organization. They're doing great things. All right, Todd, take this next thing. Has the mood shifted in the world? We went from woke nonsense people and Kamala Harris possibly being woman of the year or whatever, or person of the year. Now, it was announced today that President Trump is the person of the year on Time Magazine. Talk us through that.
Absolutely. So, you know, one thing that we have enjoyed doing here on Dear America is the Cry Libs Cry. And I really can't wait to see the reactions from this and Donald Trump being announced as Time Magazine's person of the year. Now, we remember that it was Kamala, Elon, a couple other people. But yeah, so President Trump, I guess, former president / president-elect, Donald Trump is now the person of the year. And just a quick question for the chat, like how many TikTok videos are we going to see?
Dude,
how many people are going to start boycotting Time
What
Magazine?
What a majestic
that is
pose,
too. That is a power photo.
When do you think
right
they took
there.
this photo? Like, how long has Trump known that he was the person of the year? You know?
I think what they do is the people that are the possibilities, I think they go ahead and know their possibilities and they have them all go ahead and take photos. That's what I think. And then literally Time Magazine has them ready to go. And then whoever actually gets it, boom, they already got it.
Now, that is a solid photo, but I would have preferred the McDonald's window one.
I saw that.
That would have been the ultimate troll of all
just
time.
Me.
That,
just me.
That or the literal, like, fight photo for person of the year. Like that would have dude.
There you go. There it is, right there. Boom.
I'd have bought 3 copies.
You ain't lying.
If it had been that or the fight thing,
I would have had it
copies.
framed and put it right there.
Yeah, I agree across the board. All right, let's see. Let's go ahead and I want to go to the resignations here. The FBI director, Ray, has officially resigned. And if you're pumped to see that, I want to see an American flag in the chat. This degenerate piece of garbage. Play it.
Well, John, Christopher Wray, the FBI director, is making this announcement right now in an all-staff town hall with thousands of FBI employees across the country. He says now is his time to go. As you mentioned, he has a 10-year term. All FBI directors do. He was 7 years into his 10-year term, and realistically, he had 2 options. Wait to be fired by President-elect Donald Trump because Trump announced Kash Patel would take over, or bow out before. He has chosen to bow out before. Ray is a former Republican lawyer, former DOJ prosecutor here in Washington, D.C., hired by Trump in 2017.
He's a piece of garbage. You all got it. Freaking Kash Patel's coming in across the board. This is Kash Patel's reaction. Let's see this.
What's your reaction to Ray's resignation?
We look forward to a very smooth transition at the FBI, and I'll be ready to go on day 1.
What's your reaction?
We look forward to a very smooth transition. I'll be ready on day 1.
Who are you talking about again?
Yeah. Who? Yeah.
Was he still there?
Reports are that Alexander Mayorkas will also be considering stepping down, and Alejandro, excuse me, seeking guarantees of immunity. What a piece of garbage. This person belongs in jail. I want you to comment jail in the chat right now. We did have some cool news last night. Carrie Lake was officially announced via Donald Trump. I am pleased to announce that Carrie Lake will serve as our next director of the Voice of America. She will be appointed by and work closely with our next head of the U.S. Agency for Global Media, who I will announce soon, to ensure that the American values of freedom and liberty are broadcast around the world fairly and accurately, unlike the lies spread by the fake news media.
The chat
Admittedly,
is blown up with jail right now.
I'm telling you,
we're talking about Carrie Lake now, guys.
I'm telling you, this is one position. I'm not even going to lie. I did not know this was a thing.
I don't even know what this is.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's like you got White House press secretary, you got a press secretary for the Pentagon, and, DHS, all this other stuff. She's like the press secretary for America now.
It's a publicly funded broadcast network. I don't know. Okay. Voice of America, the publicly funded broadcast network that drew Trump in his first term. Apparently, it's something he created. I don't know.
Interesting.
All right, but we got to get to the drones, ladies and gentlemen, and this is where we need you to hit that like button, hit that share button right now. We are running later than normal, but we got to get into this. Drones are flying over New Jersey, and nobody's doing a dang thing about it. Congressman Jeff Van Drew claims that Iran has stationed a, quote, mothership off the U.S. East Coast. What happened? Did we just change things here? Oh, no, you're playing the video. Can we go? I want to listen to the video.
Yeah. This one?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I want to hear what he has to say. Let's play this.
Okay.
In focus now, Republican Congressman Jeff Van Drew of New Jersey, member of the House Judiciary Committee on the Hill right now. How do you address this at this point?
Well, here's the real deal, Harris. You know, I'm also on the Transportation Committee, on the Aviation Subcommittee, and I've gotten to know people. And from very high sources, very qualified sources, very responsible sources, I'm going to tell you the real deal. Iran launched a mothership probably about a month ago that contains these drones. That mothership is off, I'm going to tell you the deal. It's off the east coast of the United States of America. They've launched drones, is everything that we can see or hear. And again, these are from high sources. I don't say this lightly. Now, you know, we know there was a probability it could have been our own government. We know it's not our own government because they would have let us know. It could have been some really glorified hobbyist or hobbyists that were doing something unbelievable. They don't have the technology. But let's pretend that's possible. The third possibility was somebody, an adversarial country, doing this. Know that Iran made a deal with China to purchase drones, motherships, and technology in order to go forward. The sources I have are good. They can't reveal who they are because they are speaking to me in confidentiality. These drones should be shot down, whether it was some crazy hobbyist that we can't imagine.
Why are we having, if you believe that we should shoot these drones down, just comment, shoot them in the chat. Why are we even having to have conversations about whether or not we should shoot the drones down? That's my question. If there is a mothership from Iran off the U.S. East Coast, why are we just sitting around looking at it? That's my question about it.
I have a question. Number one, where's the president? Where is our president?
Dead.
Number two, isn't all this restricted airspace? Why? You're right. To your point, why aren't this stuff getting shot down?
That's what I was going to say, Tony. Okay, so I do this recreationally. I fly drones for Kendra because she's a real estate agent. So I fly over houses and doing stuff like this. And let me just tell you guys, certain drones of certain size and those right there are big enough that they will show up on the FAA radar. All right, so we have an Air Force base here, and just really quick, Kendra was selling a house, was really close to that air base, and I got to a certain level, my whole screen went red because somebody tagged it, and it basically told me drop altitude now because you're in restricted airspace. Yeah. So they know it, and the DOD spokesperson came out and said it's not Iran. Fine, who is it then?
So what that was, Todd, is that is restricted airspace. You're not allowed to fly within 5 miles of an airport.
Right.
Every DJI drone will do that if you get in. There's basically these invisible walls that they've put up. Okay?
Exactly.
Now, these drones, I imagine, aren't DJI. Okay, they probably don't have those restrictions built in. But our government definitely has the capability to take down these drones regardless,
and see them,
right?
for sure.
Remotely or just straight up shoot them down. Nothing should be holding us back. Why is there any hesitation? Why was there hesitation with the balloons? Why was there hesitation to shoot Trump's assassin? Why is there hesitation with this? What is with all the hesitation in our government right now?
That's what I was about to say, Royce. Doesn't this remind you of the balloon that was just strolling around the United States that China had launched? It was a weather balloon, they said. It just nobody shut it down.
It's absolutely that kind of stuff. But don't worry, the Pentagon spokeswoman says that there's nothing to worry about. Let's listen to what this spokesperson for the Pentagon has to say. Let's play it.
Representative Jeff Van Drew, who is a Republican from New Jersey, was just on the air saying that Iran launched a mothership probably about a month ago that contains these drones, and that mothership is off the coast of the east coast of the United States. Is there any truth to that?
There is not any truth to that. There is no Iranian ship off the coast of the United States, and there's no so-called mothership launching drones towards the United States.
But there's drones. You see how she says? You see how she did that? She didn't say, but there ain't no drones. That's the thing. And it's only because we just don't have footage of it yet. She can't deny the drones because we got too much footage. All somebody's got to do is figure out a way to get footage of the mothership. This is what we're dealing with, people. We had a video from Dan Bongino. Dan Bongino believes that China is behind this thing. I can totally see that. At this point, of course they are.
Anytime this administration opens its mouth, it reminds me of that scene from The Naked Gun when the fireworks are going off behind them and the Drebin, he's out there in front of it. The whole thing's going off behind him. Oh, nothing to see here, people. Nothing to see. Yeah. When everything's happening behind him, it blows my mind that they flat out lie to us. They're on live TV.
They're trying to start crap before Trump can get in office. That's all this is. They're trying to destabilize things before Trump can make it into office.
Well, think about this, Royce, and this is a question that me and you probably need to think about when it comes to DJI. I know with our setup that if you block the signal from my remote to my device, that it'll just sit there. Can we not block the signal from whatever it's coming from, capture one of those, and figure out who it belongs to?
Well, it depends on what kind of technology it has inside of it. It might be kind of self-flown.
Or maybe it returns
on a predetermined home. Listen, these might not be carrying like detonation, whatever. It might not be explosives, but they might have predetermined paths already. And they're scanning or doing something like that. Mapping. So in that case, there's no connection required. It just has to be able to go its course, and they can do things to, not stop that. But what our government can do is capture them and shoot them down and figure out what the heck these are.
Exactly.
That's the bottom line. There's nothing else to talk about. Why are they still in the air?
Yeah,
that's the bottom line.
They come from Walmart. That's what they are. It's just Walmart.
It's 100% China's behind this, and then we just got this report this morning of reports of Chinese warships surrounding Taiwan. 16. This is from Eric Doherty right here. 16 Chinese warships emerge around Taiwan. The country of Taiwan says so. We'll keep an eye on this, but China is behind a lot of these things across the board. Don't get fooled for a second. The ultimate goal is to destabilize the world before Donald Trump can get into office. That's all we've got for this episode today, ladies and gentlemen. But real quick, I have something. I had a state rep reach out, and we want to put a photo up of a young man that I'm calling on the Dear America family to help us out. This young man's name, and I'm going to read this. Forgive me just 1 minute. This young man's name is Isaac Wigington. Isaac is an 18-year-old. He was involved in a horrible wreck, and he currently has a extremely severe TBI. Here's what's going on, and this is where we need your help. Dear America family, I need you to hit the like button, hit the share button right now, okay? This is a state rep reaching out because what's going on isn't right. Okay, the family has insurance, and they have been approved for him to go to The Shepherd Center in Atlanta, which apparently specializes in advanced TBIs and things like this. But for some reason, the Shepherd Center in Atlanta has not gotten back to the family to the point that the insurance approval need you guys. I believe it in my spirit right now that you guys know someone somewhere that has connections to the Shepherd.
I even went out and went back in.
Are we frozen everywhere? It's saying we're frozen everywhere on Facebook too.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
wait.
not.
I think we're back.
We're back. We're back.
Are we back?
We're back. Yeah.
We're back. Okay.
Are we back? Hey, comment
We're
if
back.
you can see
Oh my
us. Are we back? Are we back? Are we back? Comment
Yep,
right
we're
now.
back.
Can
Yeah,
you
we're
hear
back.
us?
Yep,
Yes or no?
We're
We're back.
I see
Yep.
it.
Yep. We're
I
good.
got some emails to send out later.
Okay, hey, real quick. All right, going back to this. This young man needs our help. We need every one of you to hit the like button, hit the share button right now. This young man needs your help. Ladies and gentlemen, we're calling everyone. This young man, Isaac Wigington, okay, has been involved in a serious accident. A state rep has reached out to me and my family. Something is going on with the healthcare system, and we need everyone to hit the like button, hit the share button. His family has been approved on their insurance for him to go to the Shepherd Center in Atlanta. Okay, I need the Dear America family to come in strong here. But for some reason, the Shepherd Center in Atlanta is not getting back to the family. His insurance approval expires today. So we need someone out there that has connections to the Shepherd Center in Atlanta and or another hospital that specializes in advanced TBI injuries that will allow this family to talk to them. You can send an email to contact@asherhouse.org. Ladies and gentlemen, if we don't pull this off for this young man right now with how crap our healthcare system is, this young man at 18 years old is going to be put in a long-term health facility. His family is desperate. The state rep here in South Carolina is desperate, and we're asking for your help on the Dear America family. If you have any connections to the Shepherd Center in Atlanta or any connections to a hospital that has advanced TBI treatments, please send an email. It's right here on the bottom left corner of the screen. contact@asherhouse.org. I'm asking the Dear America family to help us save this young man's life. The state reps here are asking us to help this family as well. Send an email to contact@asherhouse.org. Dear American family, I believe in you. I know we can do this. Todd, let's pray this thing out and
yeah, this young man's name is Isaac, right?
Isaac Wigington, yes.
Isaac Wigington. Okay, all right, let's do this. Let us bow. Father, we just want to take this opportunity to lift up Isaac and his family. And Father, we're asking a lot of people to band together and get this young man the health that he deserves and the health that he needs. But Father, you are the ultimate healer. You are the great healer. And Father, I know that everything happens in the realm of your will, and whatever you decide is to be will be. But Father, we just ask that you put your hands on this young man, that you put your arms around his family, and do what only you can do. That in an instant, that at a snap of your finger, that this young man could wake up. And Father, I just ask that you do something miraculous in this young man's life. You do something miraculous in his family's in his family's life right now, Lord. We just ask that you heal this body, that you heal this family, and do what only you can do. Father, we love you. We thank you for all that you do, and we ask these things in your Son's name, and all God's people said.
Amen.
Amen.
All right, announcements again before we answer super questions. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be back for a Friday episode tomorrow. You don't want to miss it. We've got some pre-filmed stuff for you guys next week. But this will be the last live video of the show for 2024, which sounds crazy to say that. What a freaking year it has been. So join us tomorrow, same time, right here. Make sure to hit the like button. Make sure to hit the share button far and wide. Let's do super questions. Let's go.
So because I had to refresh, I'm only seeing 3 super questions, but I know that there was a lot more than that.
Of course.
Yeah, I'm seeing none because I refreshed too.
All right. Well, guys, we're sorry. The thing crashed, so we'll answer as many as we can.
From First Sergeant Robinson, good morning, troops. My unit may be gearing up for border duty. Please pray for me and my fam. Also, Graham, how does one ask to join the Trump team? Keep up the good work, gents. P.S. Anna is the real deal, Holyfield. First Sergeant
Yes, she is. Yes, she is. You can go to DonaldTrumpForPresident.com, and they have a place where you can upload your resume and things you're interested in. I mean, I know that they are in overdrive trying to hire a lot of people for a lot of things, but you got to remember, government work, as you know, First Sergeant, you're not going to get paid what you're worth. But if you feel the call to do it, you can go to, the president's website and go down to the bottom. It says careers. You can upload your resume. You can click what areas you're interested in.
All right. From Akechigoro. Tucker's dad was director of VOA, which is like the Russia Today of America.
Okay, got it.
All right, cool. James Wofford. Fellas, I'd like to apologize about my comment yesterday. I'm just sick of the mouth breathers thinking they can do what they want to us. God is our creator, not them. That's a fact. I don't even remember your comment,
Brother,
buddy.
I don't remember what you said yesterday. So
you're forgiven. Jay Schiff. Is pardon powers too powerful? It seems like it can be abused too easily. Should government limit, maybe not involve government officials? Yeah, I mean, but any government is too powerful. Any powers in the government can be abused. But
this may have been from someone from earlier who donated. They re-donated $1.
All right,
for their question.
Jones. Yeah, I saw this one. Trying to move out of California to Georgia. Last step is to see the judge for custody. Please pray for the Jones family today. You got it, buddy.
Absolutely.
And I think that Free said, Merry Christmas, guys. Asked if I could buy a Dear America shirt and said, put Christ back in Christmas. I'm pretty sure Free said that earlier.
I'm so sorry, guys, because I had to refresh.
Guys, look, you refresh Rumble and all those super questions disappear. Like, they vanish.
I have one up top I think you guys didn't read.
All right, read it.
Okay, get it to us.
It says, it's from Jeff Wallace 991. Die Hard is a Christmas movie. It's got a holiday party, Christmas music, family drama, and a guy in a Santa hat. Sure, he's dead, but it's festive. Who needs sleigh bells when you've got explosives?
Exactly.
We will have a special for you guys next week to enjoy again. So the announcements. Tomorrow, we will have a Friday episode, 9 a.m. Be sure to be here. It will be the last Us Live with You episode of 2024. Next week, we'll have 2 episodes for you guys. A Christmas fun episode. We can hang out, we can argue, and all this stuff. I'm sure we'll get a lot of you upset about our opinions about Christmas things. And then we'll also have a New Year's looking towards the future thing for you guys, where we'll go even more in depth on what is to come for Dear America and all of the above. So that's all we got for the day. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure to hit the like button, make sure to hit the share button, and please, if you have any information that can help this young man out and his family, email contact@asherhouse.org. God bless you guys. Tony, say goodbye.
Hasta mañana, everyone.
Royce.
Goodbye. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Special Friday episode. Woohoo.
Friday episode tomorrow. Todd.
Love you, miss you, mean it.
All right. And as always, I'm Graham Allen. Stay awake, not woke. Trust in God, not the government. And as always, stay free.